Hi, let's take a look at the Grenadier and the Lady. This is an old English traditional song. It's pretty evocative. You can hear that medieval sort of vibe to it with all the chords in it. It'll make more sense once you hear it. Let's do a slow run through. The biggest sort of challenge with this song is joining as much as possible all the way through. There are certain key points to come up with, but for the most part, a whole lot of joining. All right, let's have a look. Also in the sheet music here, we have two variations on the second page. The second variation is the right hand doing the same thing, just the melody. And the left hand doing the block chord variations of the first page. So you can see the first chord there is A, E, A, just doing those at the same time. Similar sort of thing. And then the second variation is the left hand doing the same as the first page and the right hand doing chords. So it's always fun to sort of mix up the roles like that. Fun, you know, I find it fun. All right, that is just a hint of what's to come. Let's have a look now at the right hand just from page 1. So all the fingers are written in, pretty much just following them as best as you can. So place on 3, 2, 1 on A, E, A, B. Placing down, group of 3. Placing up, group of 3. Under, all 4 on. And that's pretty much where you come off there at the 4th bar on the first line. So one more time slowly. Then we've got B, A, G. Then replace before we play the G onto A and C. Now hold on to the C, under to the D, E. Replace. All 4 on. Yes. Now into bar 5, we've got B, C, B, A. Replace, now we've just done the A with the third finger. Replace with the second to B, A. Now all 4 on here. That's a tricky little technique, takes a bit of practice to get it fully comfortable. The main super important thing for something like that is we've got the 2 and the 1 on, A and B. Play the A, place all the 4 fingers down before we start playing the B. So one more time, all 4 on. Even if you've got to step them on one by one, the 4th finger is where most people get caught out. I will say, you know, that's just how most people do it. So really make sure that the 4th is definitely on before we start playing the B. Cool, and then on to just 3, 2, 1 on E, A, B. And then come off. One more time with that. It can be a little awkward to play the same note and replace it with buzzing. Like sometimes you can hear a bit of a, maybe you can hear it down here, a bit of buzzing. So with that, my main tip is just to be really decisive. Just put it on as quickly as possible because you can see where we're aiming. Back to the E, straight on. Because it's sort of muting it as well, like stopping it vibrating, and then we're just going to play it again anyway. Replace. Alright, pretty straightforward. I would say this song is more of like a beginner, intermediate, like advanced beginner. There is like a lot of replacing and technique going on, but it sounds very cool, so it's worth it. Let's have a look now at the end of bar 8. We've got C, D, E. I'd come off after that first E, so, and then replace with 1 and 3. Keep that second finger tucked away. And now put on 3, 2, 1. Then join again. And then come off there in the middle of bar 10. So leading into bar 9. Replace E and C. Now put on 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. And then just to finish it off, replace. That last one's pretty straightforward, just C, D down to B, replace. And now leading into bar 13, 3, 2, 1 on C, B, A. Come off there, and then 2, and then, oh, this is the same thing from before. 2, 1 on A and B. All 4 on here, so we've got B, A, G, E. With something like this, I don't even mind taking it super, super slow. The technique for this one really has to be spot on because it'll come up later in harder songs, longer songs. It's a really common sort of thing of really making sure all 4 fingers are on before we start. So if you were to practice like any sort of group of, like small group of notes, this would be a really good place to start. And then come off there, and then it just ends with 2, 1, 2 replacing. So E up to A, G, A. One more time. Replace. All right. Doable. Little bit tricky in parts, but doable all the way through. Let's have a look at the bass now. So a lot of 4, 2, 1 chords, so A, E, A, so it's like a fifth, so it's like an octave with the fifth in the middle. And then also a lot of triads as well, so we've got the A, C, E. Alright, let's have through it from the beginning. With this one again, just remember to join. That's my big tip. Join, then off there. If you're unsure where to come off, it's usually on repeated notes or usually on longer notes. So in this case, on the minim. Join. Now up to our triad. Join down to E, replace. Join to the A. Join, replace. Feels very long, doesn't it, when it's like 4 bars in a row that you've joined. The other tip with this one is, let's go from bar 3, for example. So we've got the A triad into the E. Hang on to this E at the top and then place down the E at the bottom. Then play the top one. Place down B and E. Then play the bottom one. Hang on to the E at the top, place down the A. Get the triad, then start. Play the bottom 2, join down to the E. Replace. So it's before either the top note in a group of 3 or the bottom note. You just sort of have to prepare for the next chord coming up. So one more time. Join, replace, join, replace, join, replace. Noticing a bit of a theme here. All right, on now to bar 7. This time we place all 4 on. We've got A, F, E, A. It's just within an octave, so definitely reachable. And just do the top 3 notes, then replace. Replace 4, 2, 1 on A, E, A. One more time with that one. All 4 on before we start. Replace. Then we actually keep joining to the C, G, C. Join to the triad, join to the A triad, join down to the E. I'll just scroll down the music. We can come off there because it's a very high E jumping down to the A, so come off there. Now, A, E, A at the bottom. This one is quavers instead of crotchets now, so it's quicker. So if you just think of the rest of it's going through. It's the beat in between that, so the two A's will be on the strong beat. And then same with the E, G, B. Just think quicker. That's the main sort of takeaway here. Come off, find the E triad. And then our same shape from before, A, F, E, A. And then quavers. All right, there's a lot going on in the left hand. So my advice is get both hands separate, comfortable, then put them together once you sort of have an idea of where you're going. Let's have a look at joining them together. All right, so placing on 3, 2, 1. Replace the right hand, join the left hand. Join the left hand, replace the right hand. Come off, go under with the right hand. All 4 on here. Get our left hand ready with the A triad. Join down. It's a lot happening all at once. But it's the same principle as doing it separately. It's just knowing where to join for each one and taking your time with it. Let's just keep going now into bar 5. We've got 1, 2, 3 on C, B, A and an A triad in the left hand. Replace with the right hand. All 4 on if you can. You have to sort of hover over that E and then join down with the left hand. Put the 4th down in the right. Let's take another look at that hovering thing. So it's when there's the same note crossing over in the left and the right. You just sort of, the one that's coming first is the one that you put down. So we have the A triad in the left hand, and then right hand is B, A, E. So once you come off, place it down there. Takes a bit of finesse and getting used to, and it does sort of feel weird. Do try and keep it out close to the strings. Like, don't tuck it away. Keep it hovering sort of above. And then just keep going. All right, now we get the left hand ready and the right. With bar 7 there, if you sort of think that the two melodic lines are like diverging, so the right hand is going up on E, A, B, and the right hand's going down on A, F, E. And then together. All right, on to bar 9 with our C chord. Join, join, join down to E. Same sort of technique as the first 2 lines, just sort of know the chords, know where you're headed, and really try and join as much as possible. Now onto our bit with our quavers in bar 13. So we've got our right hand ready, C, B, A, and just the A's are going to come with, well, the A's are going to come with the A's in the bass. So with the right hand, you're just doing the A with the 3rd finger, then coming off and going with the 2nd finger. And replacing the B as well. Grab both together. All 4 on. One more time with that E chord. If you just sort of think that the E and the B in the left hand, the 3rd finger and the 1st finger, are coming together with the 3rd finger and the 4th finger. And then the final 2 bars, same shape as before, A, F, E, A in the left hand. Replace here with the left. Once you sort of get the hang of the ideas of what's going on in the piece, you should start seeing the patterns all the way through. To me, it's just join central, joining everything, replacing everything, trying not to come off the strings except where you know that you are. So if you're sort of playing and you've like accidentally come off, see if you can go back and have a look and be like, oh no, I meant to come off there, or oops, that was a mistake, and try again. Now let's have a look at the variations. So variations will seem more straightforward once you have the original like page 1 coming together, because it's just a variation on that. So let's have a look at bar 17. We've got the AEA in the bass, and it's just coming together as a chord. Up to an E triad, up to an A triad, all foreign in the right hand. It might actually feel a bit more straightforward because there's only one hand to think about the joining now. Let's keep going. We've got triad, all foreign in the right. And now I've kept the original bass figure because it just sounds really cool. So A, F, E, A going down, and we've got 3, 2, 1 on in the right hand. Now join back with the left and then just play it as a chord. So with the left hand once by itself, we've got our figure on, replace, and then chord. It'll be easier to fill out the chord in time with a bit of practice. If you can sort of think that you're aiming for the E and the A. Now on to bar 25 into 26. So we've got a C, G, C. Group of 3. Into bar 30. All 4 on. Now same thing again. A, F, E, A. Find the chord again, and this time it's a big rolled chord. So that one is A, E, A, and then the right hand, C, E, A, then the left hand same again, C, E, A. Practice that big rolled chord by itself, just to get used to it. Crossover. With this one, make sure that your left hand is placed before place, then we start the right hand. And trying to get it as smooth as possible. So with this one, the rhythm isn't as important, like you could slow it down. But you still want to hear each note evenly. Alright, on to the final stretch now, the bar 34, this time with the right hand variations. Just some fun looking triads. Awesome. So left hand and then right hand on an A minor. Join, E minor triad, off, now replace. A triad, together. This one's actually called an inversion, so it is our first inversion. So it's G, B, E at the top with our E chord in the bass. Join into the A triad, E, and now here is our little melodic section here. A, F, E, A in the bass, and E, A. We've got our fourth finger on E, A, B, C. And then join the right part of the chord. We've got E, A, B, C. Play the E, A, B. Find E, find A in the middle. Give that one a practice by itself. Fill it in. All right, Pardon me. Let's keep going into our C major. A minor. Pretty straightforward. Have a good look at the inversions there on the C and the G, and make sure that we're grabbing G, C, E and B, D, G. Then just the regular triad root position for the A minor, and then G, B, E for the E chord. All right, here come our quavers with A, E, A, and then root position triad in the right hand and the left, so same shape. And now right hand has, this one's a little tricky, save the trickiest for last, I guess. 2, 1, 2, E, A, G, replace. Now find that A, C, E in the bottom. Just do all at once. Replace. You do have the option of rolling, making it sound very nice. But find the whole chord, then roll. Find the chord. With the rolling, you can roll it super slow. It just has to be super even. Still sounds nice. And then the left hand is doing that same shape we know and love, A, F, E, A. So let's do it together. Replace the left hand, replace the right hand. If you do roll it, the top A has to come in with the bottom A. So I'll do that super slowly so it makes sense. Replace, replace, together. One more time. Wow, thanks for sticking with me all the way through. Very long song when you include the 2 variations, so this would be good if you were busking and wanted to have a longer song in your repertoire. You could start with a variation, do the first page, do another variation, like you can mix it up and do a couple repeats. Really nice song. Good luck with it. Good luck with the joining. That is like, this is a really good exercise in joining for this whole thing. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. The sheet music will be in the description, and thank you for watching. Bye.